Hi, so I'm gonna display my project right now. It's a game application that I built with the API IGDB. Okay, so first of all, I have a combo box and a search field. This is an input field. So here I have a table view that is displaying some video games. This is triggered by the current genre that is inside the combo box. If I change for another genre, another category, we're going to see different kind of video games depending on what we want. If we go to fighting, we have all these video games. Taken, they're all live, Mortal Kombat. Depends on what we are looking for. Now I have this search box. What it's gonna do is gonna look for any video game that I want. For example, if I look for Halo, I just click on search, and now I got all the video games that have Halo on it. Also, if I go for something else, for example, Portal, I get all the video games that have the word Portal on it. Okay, so now if I go to one of these games, I just double click on it, and I get the view with the details. In this case, for example, this storyline is not showing because this video game in particular doesn't have a storyline with the API. But if I click in something different, let's see, for example, Warcraft probably would have some more information. Okay, it doesn't. Then I'll go to Portal 2. Now you can see the storyline. Well, this is mostly because of the API. They don't have this information, so you cannot fetch it. You cannot get it. Okay, that's basically it with my app. So now I'm gonna show the code. Right here I have my main function, and I'll show the API. So with the API, what I'm doing is to use my client ID and an authorization. This is a token. With this I can retrieve all the information from the database. I'm not using a single URL because for this particular API I need different URLs for different information, and I also need the body query to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna explain really quick what is this. So every time I get the information from the database, I have to retrieve one of these functions. For example, this is get genres. In this case, I retrieve all the genres from the database. I use this URL in specific. It has genres at the end, and I have to use this body. If I don't put this, I don't get any information. I only get the IDs. So I'm retrieving the name ID, the name field, and I'm retrieving 36 genres to display on the app. Okay, so after this I generate a list with the class game genres. I have this class right here, only have an ID and a name. It's really simple, but with this I'm able to retrieve all the information and store it in a list. Okay, now here I'm fetching the information, and I'm using the fetch data function right here. I'm setting the URL for the response and the body of what I need to retrieve. Once I do this, I go to a for loop, and for every element that is inside the array created for the API response, I create an object, and from that object I get information for each kind of data type that I have in my games genres class. So here, for example, I get int, that is the ID, and string, that is the name. This way I'm returning this list, and that's basically it. It's the same for all the other functions. So the only thing that changes is the URL, the fields that I have to fill. Sorry, the body that I have to select. For example, here I select the ID, the name. I use a where clause to only get the games that have a specific genre, and I set a limit of 200 video games, so the list is not too long. After this, I'm also fetching the information again, and I'm creating another JSON array. This way I'm gonna store on different objects, and it's the same for every other one, every other call. For example, here for the details, every time I double click on one of the video games, I get all the information from it. I call this function. I use this body to retrieve all this information: the ID, the name, the look, the storyline, summary, URL, and well, I have to use the specific game ID of the game that I'm looking for. Okay, so here I do exactly the same. The only thing that changes is well, I have more fields to get. Here I use my where is it? Okay, so I'm using this games details class. Here I have all the fields, all the data types, strings, integer properties. I build my object and I store it in a list, games list. Oh no, sorry, this is not a list. This is just one object because I'm just retrieving one single object. Also, for the game cover, I have to use a different link. This link specifically gives me the image that I want, the cover for the game. In this case, I have to use two URLs. So the first one is gonna retrieve the name or the code for the specific game, and it's gonna give me the code, the image ID for the specific game. So after this, I just complete this link with the ID of the image, and I put .jpg for the end, so I can show the picture in the project. And that's basically it. I have my games controller here. Here I have my observable list to display the information. Here I'm populating the combo box where I have all the genres. Where is it? Okay, yeah, here I populate my table with the current genre that I selected. I use this function right here to populate. Then every time I search for something on the search box, I use this action right here. Which one is it? Yeah, this one right here. Populate table. Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, I use this action event. So I populate by search, and it's a different call. Here I use all the games like word. So yeah, I use a specific search word to retrieve all the information. Then when I click on double click on one of the games from the list, I use this function to open a new window and start the new view, and also set the view for the game. Here I use the controller, the set game function that I declare here. So here's my set function. Every time I start this scene, I retrieve all the information from the game that I selected. I store it here. So after this, I just have to populate the text fields that I created, and I set the image for the game, and that's it. Thank you.